So first of three heats in the Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sportsmen are on track, and we'll give it a starting lineup in just a moment. Donnath Motorworks Donnath Motorworks Limited Sportsman up after this, and then the Panther Framework 602 Crate Sprints will close out the qualifying heat action. Heat race number one for the Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sportsman. It will be Frank Sibley on a Calcium in the 92 going from the pole. Outside will be Justin Gadbaugh in the 18G at a Natural Bridge. Row number two, Franklin Mack in the 63M with Remington Ham in the 57 out of Rodman. Row three, it's 32, Ryan Shanahan from Carthage and Greg Brinklow from Sydenham, Ontario in the 707. Final row, it's a pair of 18s. Yes, we have three 18s in the same heat race. Gavin Isley, who finished third at the Dirt Car Sportsman Central Series, the Dirt Car Sportsman event held at Land of Legends Raceway this past Thursday night, which was run in conjunction with the Super Dirt Car Series event. Gavin finished third. He was out of Lafargeville, New York, and Bladen Arquette from Akwesasne in car number 18. Green will fly next trip around. Those of you race fans new here to the Can-Am Speedway, all starts and restarts will be at the white cone coming off of turn number 4. There's the cone is parked on top of one of the Uke tires that is over there in the corner. Set to go green. 8 laps will be the distance. Mike Leclerc looks him over. Frank Sibley on the inside lane, Justin Gadbaugh alongside. In row number 1, 8 laps the distance off of turn number 4. Green lights are on and away we go. Everybody out there trying to find a position on the racetrack as the 18 of Justin Gadbaugh in control over the 57 of Remington Ham. Gavin Isley charging through the field and nearly going. Picks up the 5 spot from Greg Brinklow up off of turn number 4 and back across the line for lap number 1. Isley on the move early here, but Justin Gadbaugh in the 18G holds the top spot as they work the back straightaway. Remington Ham, 1 win this season. That came at the Fulton Speedway on his birthday. And right now, behind them, Gavin Isley trying to move up another spot. Frank Sibley down on the bottom running in 3rd. Isley up on the high side in 4th. Franklin Mackin just behind him in 5th. Lap number 2 is up on the board right now, and it is still Justin Gadbaugh in control over Remington Ham as we watch the battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Frank Sibley has the 3rd spot. Isley trying to take it away from him there a lap ago. Couldn't quite do it. He tried the high lane. Now he's going to switch lanes to go to the bottom if he can as they work down the front straightaway. Isley in the Performance Automotive 18 goes by to pick up 3rd. Sibley, the DP Bartlett in car number 92, holding on to 4th, and Ryan Shanahan slows on the front straightaway, not under power whatsoever. Yellow lights are on with 3 laps complete of 5 here in the Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sportsman Heat Race number 1. Again, race fans, if you're just getting through the gate here, you're watching Heat Race number 1 for the Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sportsman. Tyler Bushy won the Fabco Dirt Car Pro Stock Heat earlier. Marcia Gibbons TLC Real Estate Thundercar Heats went to Chuck Monica and Joe Orvis just a few moments ago. Whitesboro Plow Shop Dirt Car 358 Modifieds went to Andy Howard and Derek Webb. So Ryan Shanahan back up to full song down the front straightaway. We'll line these drivers back up and we'll do it one more time. 3 laps are complete, 5 more to go. Heat races this season. In 2022, Jessica Power and Mike Fowler have the most heat wins at 4 apiece. Gavin Isley, who is in this heat race here, has 3, along with Eric Nyer, Ryan Shanahan, and Dustin Hutton. Remington Ham has 2, as does Tyler Corcoran, Frank Sibley, and Tiger Chapman. Dave Rogers, Jamie Brown, Tyler Stevenson, Dale Caswell, Jonathan Murphy, and Fire Swamp each have 1 heat win this year. This is the 37th heat race of the season for this division. Something's still not right with the Shanahan 32. He's hanging back from the field here. We'll keep our eye on him, though. In the meantime, Mike Leclerc is looking the field over. It's Justin Gadbaugh and Remington Ham up on the point. And Isley Charging to the front. Oh, and Sibley and Mackin come together. Brinklow almost got involved, was able to escape, as did Blade and Arquette. As lap number 4 will be up on the board. The yellow lights are on. Mackin in the 36, Sibley in the 92 got hooked together coming off of turn number 4. Macklin looks like he slid up, and Sibley was just right there. Hammer down up off the turn, no place for any of the drivers to go. Franklin getting out of the car and gesturing towards Frank. So we're going to take a moment to get these drivers unhooked over there. We're going to bring them around to the front straightaway to allow the track crews to get the 2 cars unhooked over there and not have to worry about traffic passing by. 4 laps are complete in this one, 4 more to go. This is heat race number 1 of 3 in the Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sportsman. Coming up after this, we'll have the Panther Framework 602 Crate Sprints and the Donath Motorworks Limited Sportsman. Both will be for 6 laps. Gavin Isley, as we had talked about, picked up a 3rd place finish at the Land of Legends Raceway and the Dirt Car Sportsman feature there on Thursday. Of course, they were part of the the Super Dirt Car Series event that was held there during Summerfast, which was won by Matt Shepard. Shepard, of course, took the overall Summerfast championship, the first time they had awarded that championship as well. Gavin, 2 wins on the season here at Can-Am in this division. Picked up his most recent one on August the 5th, one earlier in the year on June the 10th. Remington Ham in the 57 is not won here at Can-Am yet, but he did get a feature win at the Fulton Speedway on his 18th birthday. Not a bad day to win a race. Remington out of Rodman, New York. Best finish here this season was 3rd back on July 22nd. Justin Gadbaugh in the number 18 has competed here all season long at a natural bridge. Trying to get his first top 10 run of the season. Ryan Shanahan, he's run good here all year as well. He's yet to crack victory lane this year, but on a string of top 10s right now from June 29th all the way up to August the 12th, the last time we were here. Finished no worse than 10th. Best finish in that stretch was 3rd on June 29th, part of the Dirt Car Sportsman Central Series event. Greg Brinklow in the 707, currently in the top 10 in points at the Brockville Speedway, his Saturday night home. Of course, Greg competing off and on here at Can-Am when work will allow him to. Lives near Kingston, Ontario, in a small town of Sydenham. Snap-on tool salesman by trade. Took a week vacation, didn't take me with him. I had to yell at him about it. That's okay. It's Greg. Great guy out of Kingston. And looking behind him, the 18 of Bladen Arquette. Bladen was with us on opening day here on May the 6th. He's making his 2nd start of the year. Frank Sibley and Franklin Mackin on the back straightaway. They're still... track crews are still working to get those 2 untangled over there. Franklin, of course, out of Russell, New York, 2 top 10 finishes. Of course, he nearly won the feature here on June the 10th when lap traffic got in his way, and it opened the door for Gavin Isley to go to the winner's circle for his first of the season. Franklin ended up 3rd on that night. Best finish since then was July 29th when he finished 6th. Frank Sibley is getting close to winning a feature in that number 92 out of Calcium. Best finish of 4th this year on June the 10th. One of his 3 top 10 finishes on the year. Next week, it is final points night for all divisions here at the Can-Am Speedway, looking to close out the 2022 season. Right here at Can-Am, and then it is big races in the fall. September the 9th, the Dirt Car 358 Modified Series will be here for round number 3. And the Dirt Car Sportsman Series will be here. It'll be a North and Central Region combined show for them. According to Track Crews, they are wedged in there pretty good, so going to try as best we can to gingerly get those cars apart. We take a look at some of the racing action that's coming up across the Dirt Car family of racetracks. Of course, the Super Dirt Car Series, they were in Ransomville last night. They started on the 24th and ended up finishing last night because of weather that moved in on the Wednesday. But Matt Williamson did collect his first series win of the season on home turf. Brett Senek won the Dirt Car Sportsman Central West Regional event over there. The Super Dirt Car Series gets back underway for Mr. Dirt Track USA on September the 3rd at Lebanon Valley. Then it's the Cavalcade weekend, September the 10th and 11th at Wheat Sport. Closing out the month of September at the Massive Malta weekend on September 24th at Albany, Saratoga. Dirt Car 358 Series is here on September the 9th at Can-Am, and Dirt Car Sportsman North and Central Series will be here. And then the series shifts to the Mohawk International Raceway for Friday night competition and round number 4 of the series during the Mohawk Nationals weekend there. Then after that, it's off to Napa Auto Parts Super Dirt Week 50 for the Dirt Car 358 Series, the Wheat Sport Speedway on October the 4th, Brewerton on October the 5th, and then it's the big one, the Salute to the Troops 150 at the Oswego Speedway. Stuart Friesen is the defending champion, and for the first time since 2019, the Dirt Car 358 Tour will conclude at the Boss, the Brockville, Ontario Speedway. I just got a quick message here from former chief starter here, Matt Burdick, legend here at the Speedway, just like Bob Thurston Jr. Legendary. Matt wanted me to send a special shout out to Angela Porter. Angela is having a blast here at Can-Am. It is her first time here. So Angela, hopefully you're having a good time. And Matt, I'm sure he talked this place up. And it's everything you thought it would be and then some. So, Angela, enjoy the rest of your evening here at Can-Am. Of course, looking at the Dirt Car Sportsman Series, of course, last night the Central and West Region was at Ransomville. It was Brett Senek picking up the win. The last couple of events for the Central Regional Series for the Dirt Car Sportsman will be right here at Can-Am September the 9th, and then the Central Region will finish off at Wheat Sport on September 11th. The North Region will conclude at Mohawk on September the 17th. Of course, they have 2 events left in their season as well. And Bear Ridge Speedway, the East Region will close up there on September the 10th. The West Region is already closed out as of last night for the West Region and Dirt Car Sportsman. Brett Senek picked up the feature win at the Big R. North Region Canada Series. We have the Dirt Car Sportsman North Canada Region tomorrow at Brockville, and that series will conclude at Autodrome Drummond on September the 10th. West Region Canada Series closes out at the Ohsweken Speedway on September the 9th, and then the final one is at Merrittville on September the 10th. And the Dirt Car Pro Stocks back at it this weekend at Lebanon Valley. Single file restart. Double file restart, my apologies. 4 down, 4 to go. Legendary Bob got it right that time. Off of turn 4, back to green is Isley on the hammer. Isley and Remington Ham going at it for the race lead down the back straightaway and give the lead to Isley down the back chute. Ham back there into the 2 spot. 32 is Shanahan still holding on to the 3 spot. Justin Gadbaugh kicked all the way back to 4th right now with the 18 of Bladen Arquette and the 707 of Greg Brinklow joining in that fight. In the meantime, Isley, who actually started back in position number 7, has got the lead and driving away from Remington Ham into turn number 3, watching the battle for 3rd with Ryan Shanahan, who lost power early in the event, back up into the top 3 now as we complete lap number 6 with 2 laps left to go. Battle is on for 4th on back, though. Justin Gadbaugh has the 4 spot. Bladen Arquette and Greg Brinklow trying to take it away from him down the back straightaway. In the meantime, Gavin Isley cruising around this racetrack, flying around the outside portion of the speedway. The white flag is in the air. Final trip around for Gavin Isley into turn number 1 and 2. Isley, 2 wins on the season here at Can-Am. Looking to get back to victory lane before season's end, and he's looking for his 4th heat win on the season. Checkered flag is in the air, and Gavin Isley from 7th starting spot will grab the win, his 4th heat of the year. Remington Ham 2nd, Ryan Shanahan, Justin Gadbaugh, Bladen Arquette, and Greg Brinklow. So that does it. Heat race number 1 of 3 is complete. Heat race number 2, rolling trackside will be Trevor Gibbons on point in the 621. The 35 of Brendan Moore will join him. Row 2, Dave Rogers, the 44. 52, Jessica Power. Row 3, Dustin Hunt, the 70, along with the 410 of Mike Fowler and the 64 of Tyler Corcoran, the 2-time in defending Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sportsman Champion. Looking to add a 3rd straight crown. That has not been done in a long time. To check the record on that. But Tyler Corcoran could potentially get his 3rd straight championship. We'll have to find out. A lot of racing left to go here. 2022. Looking for green. 8 laps will be the distance. 7 cars on track. Leclerc looks them over. Gibbons and Moore on the front row. Green lights are on and we're underway. And Gibbons with the lead into 1 and 2. Dave Rogers right there with him as well as they hit the back straightaway with Brendan Moore 3rd. Good battle for 4th between Mike Fowler and Jessica Power. Power on the high lane. Mike Fowler down low as they cross the line for lap number 1. Rogers alongside of Gibbons for the top spot as they make their way into turn number 1 and 2. Rogers may have the advantage on that outside lane, and he will clear Trevor Gibbons down the back straightaway. Good move by Rogers around the top side. He'll go to the lead. The 621 of Gibbons back to 2nd. Brendan Moore is still there for 3rd. Mike Fowler in 4th, and the 52 of Power rounds out the top 5 as they come back down to the line. Speedy is back with us here at Can-Am. A week off for Speedy. Glad to have him back with us. Great shot of the Dirt Car Sportsman coming right into your living room here on a Friday night as they hit the back straightaway one more time into turn number 3 and 4. Dave Rogers starting to check out, putting some good distance between himself and Trevor Gibbons. In the meantime, Brendan Moore trying to fend off Mike Fowler for position number 3 at the moment. Fowler back there in 4th. Power still there in 5th. 6 is Dustin Hutton. Tyler Corcoran has not made his way by any car out there, and a problem for Corcoran in the 64. He slows it considerably up off of turn number 2. Your championship point leader. Problems down the back straightaway at the halfway point. 4 down, 4 to go, and we are going to go yellow. We are going caution here with 4 laps complete. And Tyler Corcoran slowly creeping along over there on the back straightaway. Checking out the points coming into tonight's racing program. Tyler Corcoran 3 points up on Mike Fowler for the championship point lead. The spread between Tyler Corcoran and Mike Fowler, $5.95 for Corcoran, $5.92 for Mike Fowler. Gavin Isley third coming into tonight, just 40 points back. Same with Dave Rogers in the 44. He's fourth in points. Tyler Stevenson fifth right now. So we're set to go. Back to green off of turn number 4. 4 down, 4 more to go. And the 44 of Rogers grabs the lead into turn number 1. Trevor Gibbons running a really solid race right now, holding on to second, but he's getting some pressure from Brendan Moore, the 35 machine. Brendan out of Elgin, Ontario, Canada. His dad, Adam, a former sportsman champion at Brockville back in his heyday. Right now watching his son run in position number 3. Mike Fowler giving chase from 4th. As they hustle down the front straightaway again, Dave Rogers really quick out there in the 44 ride. 5 wins this season at several different racetracks. Here at Can-Am, Fulton Speedway, Airborne as well. Been winning a lot of races at several different tracks this year as Rogers brings it down to the line. 2 to go. Straightaway advantage back to Trevor Gibbons as Mike Fowler down on the inside lane looking for running room on Brendan Moore. Moore trying to hold the outside lane, and he'll do so through turns 1 and 2. Fowler will try to get him back down the back straightaway. Jessica Power watches from position number 5 with Tyler Corcoran up to 6th right now. White flag in the air this time by final trip around for Dave Rogers. We're 3 wide going for 3rd. Jessica Power to the bottom. Brendan Moore on the high side. Fowler in the middle. Jessica Power picks up 2 spots and goes to 3rd. What a move by Power there in turn number 1 and 2 to pick up a couple of spots. In the meantime, Dave Rogers is going to check out on the field and win. 2nd spot still up for grabs. Power not done yet. Trying to get by Gibbons. Won't happen though. Trevor Gibbons goes to 2nd. 3rd will be Power. 4th to Mike Fowler. 5th will be Brendan Moore. Tyler Corcoran and Dustin Hutton complete your field. What a job of driving there at the end. Dave Rogers pretty well ran away with that one. Mike Fowler had a flat left front tire at the end of that one. And it will be Jonathan Murphy going from the pole in car number 62 out of Carthage, alongside of Josh Rion from Clayton in the 91. Row 2, it's Jamie Brown in the 10, with Brian Hudson in the number 6 out of Adams. Row 3, Eric Nair in the 34 from Carthage. The Fox 28 of Tyler Stevenson out of Watertown, and Stevie Roberts in car number 5R out of Harrisville will round out this field. 7 cars ready to go. 8 laps is the distance. Final heat of the Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sportsman. Off of turn number 4. Green lights are on and we're underway. Jonathan Murphy picked up a heat win earlier this year. He's trying to get his 2nd one, but Brian Hudson, Josh Rion, Tyler Stevenson, they're going to make it 3 wide down the back straightaway, and we'll see how this ends up in turn number 3. It will be Murphy backing out of it, allowing Hudson on the high side to get by. Josh Rion, a little bit better lineup off the turn on the bottom. He'll grab the lead as we complete lap number 1. A lot of action there in lap number 1, but Josh Rion picks up the top spot. Rion went from the outside pole to the lead. Brian Hudson trying to give chase down the back straightaway. Hudson 2 wins on the season, charging down to the inside lane. He'll pick up the lead from Rion into turn number 3. Tyler Stevenson trying to close the gap as well as they hustle down the front straightaway at lap number 2. Brian Hudson still in search of his first heat win on the season as well. Josh Rion back there in position number 2. Rion has not won a heat race yet this year. Tyler Stevenson looking for his 2nd In the meantime, he is all over Josh Riome coming down the front straightaway, but Brian Hudson in control of the field as we work in lap number 3 of this 8-lap heat event, third and final heat for the Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sportsman as they make their way down off of corner number 2 behind the top 3. Eric Nyer going at it with Jamie Brown down the back straightaway as Nyer moves it down low. Brown up on the high lane, no contest there. And Eric Nyer not done. He's looking to get by Tyler Stevenson, and he does as we go by Speedy one more time down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Eric Nyer on the charge here at the halfway point. 4 down, 4 to go. Tyler Stevenson looks like he might be off the pace coming down the back straightaway. Jamie Brown just behind him, caught him rather quickly into turn number 3 and 4. In the meantime, Brian Hudson not wasting any time driving away from everybody as we keep our eye on Stevenson. That car is definitely moving slower than it had been all race long. We'll keep our eye on him in turn number 1 and 2, and he is drifted to the back of the field here. Problems with the 28 of Stevenson down the back chute. He'll try to roll it pit side, and a tough break for him. In the meantime, Brian Hudson having no problems at the head of the class. He's got the lead by a bunch, about a straightaway or so over Josh Riome in second. Third still Eric Nyer in the number 3 spot. Then it's Jamie Brown to 4th, and completing the top 5, it is the 62 of Jonathan Murphy. But Brian Hudson is checked out on everybody. 2 feature wins on the season as he brings it down in front. A white flag is in the air. Final trip around. Josh Riome still there, about a straightaway back in second, but Hudson in command into turn number 3 and 4. He has not won a heat race all season. He's going to change that here tonight. Brian Hudson, first heat winner of the season. In the number 6, the Adams, New York native takes it. Tyler Corcoran, Eric Nyer, Jamie Brown, Jonathan Murphy, the top 5, and Stevie Roberts out of Harrisville will complete it in position number 6.